moved past 3,000 yards.
Set to go, Young Wei Koo ready to do the honors. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Cardinals making their way out, and it's the #1 overall pick in 2019, Kyler Murray at the helm. This is Dillon on the counter.
Holding offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
Let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to...
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. In for the sack, Deion Jones. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A situation they'll certainly want to avoid going forward. An early 2nd and long they're facing.
First carry now for A.J. Dillon.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Murray now. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line.
And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Myles Garrett, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Throwing now is Murray. Kyler Murray cannot get away. They drag him down to the end zone for 2 points.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time.
They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards.
from the gun. They'll try to run it.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Falcons had 12-3 now on the year. They've gone a full couple of months now since their last loss. Winners of 8 in a row.
And we always talk about how a team has to play complementary football in order to really be a good squad. But I think in this league, if your offense isn't playing really well as this one is, you're not going to run off this kind of a streak. But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Play clock down at 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Hurts. And complete to Drake London. And he is going to have a Falcons first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
They'll set up a throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
As a linebacker, you're trying to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
Back to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Caleb Chason drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spotted it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. After 1, it's 9-0. Back in Arizona, 2nd quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
And he'll get this up to about the 40.
Holding offense.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Murray going to throw.
And that is incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Play action. Here's Hurts rolling to his right. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Drake London with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They're down a couple of scores, 16-0, as they start things out with a 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
He'll dump this down to Dillon. That's complete. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this returnable for Hines. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and they will take over 1st and 10. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. They go play action with Hurts. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. Wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Let's go now.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line. 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 14. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. His 12th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Falcons continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Play action. Now it's Murray. No gain, and it's 2nd down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray able to get this one to McBride. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Murray goes right back to McBride. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Play fake. Murray. They'll roll him, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
From the 6.
And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
We're always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Hurts with a quick throw, complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. On second down, there's the option going left. And he's got this down to the 35. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first. From the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. In motion, the tight end.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. 4th down, and the attention turns to Falcon kicker Younghoe Koo. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get. Keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
Exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success. I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Running up the middle, here's Dillon. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw complete there to Moore. Murray to Moore for the Cardinal first.
Here's Murray. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Murray now on first down. Steps away, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Myles Garrett able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Murray, a quick throw knocked away and incomplete. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. To throw is Murray.
They'll set up a screen for Dillon.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Now Murray's got to have this one. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. 1st down, Murray. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Now Murray off play action.
Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Murray. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Murray now. He finds his man complete. It's McDonald.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that'll make this a 19-point ball game. So that will end up a 7 Marquise Brown, who finishes it off with the touchdown.
Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for you.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Lorenzo Carter buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And the pressure gets to him again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Able to pick up a dozen yards, but they needed more. 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and it's incomplete. Well, still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
So time runs out. It's a victory